Good morning, Shanana. Present here. I'm Ramya Devi, working as Assistant Professor in SNS College of Technology. Today, I'm going to share a small article regarding how to build a real-time application. So, before going into the topic, we'll see how to build a real-time application and how to establish a bidirectional communication using a WebSocket. Like establishing a bidirectional communication, like using WebSocket, which enables an instant data updates between the clients and the servers. So the steps include we have to select a suitable tech stack like Node.js and Socket AO for server-side logic with setting up the client side to connect and handle events, and also implement a scalable high-performance architecture that can handle concurrent users and reduce latency. So the key components and technologies are the communication protocol. So the web sockets are ideal, allowing persistent full duplex communication over a single connection, which is more efficient than a traditional HTTP server sent events, and also can be used for server to client communication. So the backend frameworks. So the Node.js is a popular choice for building a real-time application due to its event-driven architecture, so which is efficiently handles many simultaneous tasks and connections, and also the real-time libraries. So the libraries like Socket.io simply WebSocket implementation in Node.js, providing the tools to manage connections and broadcast messages to clients. And also in the client side, the JavaScript frameworks such as React, Angular, and Vue.js allow with allow with along with libraries like Socket.io are used on the client side to establish and manage a WebSocket connection and update the user interface. So the data storage and synchronization, which keeps data consistent across all users, real-time APIs are used to ensure data is synchronized instantly with technologies like Redis supporting PubSub mechanisms for scaling. And also, we have so many steps for building a real-time application. First, we have to set up the development environment, and or like development environment in sense we have to install Node.js and the necessary dependencies, which includes Express.js for handling HTTP requests and also a WebSocket library like Socket.io. And also, he has to build the server, which creates a server using Node.js to handle incoming client connections and messages, which often using a WebSocket library to listen for and broadcast data. And also we can create the client-side code which implement data flow and update the UI. So now we'll see how to develop an real-time application by solving a problem using a DT-based approach. So here we have a problem like the students miss critical updates or notifications in real-time learning platforms. So the Ananya, who is 20 years old, who is an engineering student attending only the online classes. So her pain point is he misses the live notification like class changes, assignment updates, and also delay in communication between the teacher and peer groups. So he wants a responsive web app that updates her in a live manner. So now we can solve this problem by using a design thinking based approach, which is an human centered iterative approach which has five phases. The first phase is empathy, the second one is define, ideate, prototype, and test. So, in the empathy phase, we have to understand the problem of Ananya's frustration with delayed updates. And also, we have to observe her. She uses on also desktop, often on weak networks. So, only she is not able to get the live updates. And also, she needs something that tells her instantly whenever there is a change in class or some delay in classes. So how we can define this problem? This is a lack of real-time synchronization between the users and the servers in web platforms. So how do we sync this? So we have so many ideas behind it. We can either implement a web socket for instant communication, and also we can use Node.js or Express as a backend server so that we can get an instant communication. And also we can integrate socket IO for two-way data transfer, and we can also store images notifications in MongoDB and build a React front end with live rendering. So, and also we can create an small prototype like using a real-time chat app, or like whenever a user sends a message, it can be emitted by using a Node.js, and user B can see the message instantly. And when we see the Stanford T-shaped model for this, in a vertical depth, we have to know the WebSockets protocol, socket IO implementation, REST versus the other real-time APIs, and MongoDB for live data persistence. And when we see in horizontal breadth, we can have an e-learning platforms, food delivery tracking, stock market dashboards, and we have to learn about the IoT monitoring system, IoT monitoring system, and also the web RTC for live stream. Thank you.